Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream on Total Space. Today is a historic launch. I'm getting a bit of echo feedback. Let me just fix that. That's going to annoy me. Let me just get that. That'll be on Odyssey. That will be. Yes, it is. Hello to everyone listening, watching on Odyssey and YouTube on both channels. If you don't know me, I am Jack. I am the host of Civilian SpaceX Updates. Feel like I'm reading an intro there. Today, we are watching a launch, last of its kind from this pad, Delta Heavy, the rocket that lights itself on fire. Without further ado, we should have ULA live soon to see this historic launch. Can we get some hype and chat? Let's get right to it. Hello, hello, Stinger. How are you? I'm going to adjust my webcam there so OBS doesn't frame my head out there. There we go. So, we're on ULA intro right now. Let's get right to it. Yep.
Your host for today's Delta IV Heavy NROL-91 launch for the National Reconnaissance Office. I'm joining you here from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California.
Oh, what a fabulous view of the rocket. I love the way this rocket operates, where it's basically constructed where it'll lift off. There's two parts that instead of the rocket rolling out, the building rolls away from the rocket. I find that pretty cool, personally.
Finishing fueling activities. At the request of our customer, we'll end
Is it just on my end that the framing, they've completely framed out the T minus?
Before we continue, let's check in on today's weather. The Space Launch Delta 30.
It's coming up the same on my TV as well, though.
The probability of violating launch
That is very weird.
30%.
We are currently 70% go, and we have a 30% chance of probability of violating launch constraints.
Visibility is 5 to 7 miles.
That is very weird. I'm like getting literally framed out. I literally can't see the T minus. Oh, we're in a hole, that's why. Okay. So, chat. It's been a long time since we actually did another live stream. We're glad to be back here on Total Space. Any questions, please let us know. I'll try my best to answer them. I have to admit, ULA isn't my most knowledgeable subject. That's why I have a show called Civilian SpaceX Updates. But all rockets are the same to an extent.
Warfighters, and intelligence analysts to protect the nation's vital interests and support humanitarian efforts worldwide.
As I said earlier, this flight is historic. This is the last flight of the Delta IV Heavy from Vandenberg, Fog Base, USA. It's not looking very foggy there today, to be fair. We have some casual venting of that would be hydrogen. Well, yes, I believe it would be gaseous hydrogen to keep the pressures in the tanks from making the tank go blow. So earlier today, we saw that vertical integration facility roll away. I still don't understand what would be the advantages of not rolling out the rocket and just rolling away the integration facility. You'd feel like there'd be more equipment to move per se. But as said, this wasn't built for ULA. This was actually built for Vandenberg shuttle. The one with the big red integration tower. But that was cancelled after, I believe, Columbia. Yeah, it was after. Let's try to think here. It was like cancelled after Challenger because of unnecessary risks. I think it was Colombia, actually, the Colombia disaster, where the basically US Congress lost major confidence in the shuttle program, and NASA had to basically cut back its budget.
And we have a new T0 of 3:25 and 30 seconds Pacific. Let's learn more about this heavy lift rocket, the only rocket capable
Oh,
of lifting NROL.
We know that hydrogen rockets have not had a good month. Blue Origin have had the little anomaly in flight where it seemed the engine seems to combust pretty much. The engine seemed to run kind of engine rich. That's where the engine just starts basically burning itself and using itself as fuel. Then we have SLS, who hydrogen leaks. If you don't know, hydrogen is an incredibly small molecule and can basically make its way out of airway if not sealed correctly. On screen, we can see the layout of the Delta rocket, and these boosters actually come on a barge, the Pegasus barge. New launch time of 25 minutes past the hour. Giddy! Have they a little delayed it another hour? Let's have a look. I'm just going to confirm this. Is Miko a reputable source? I don't know. At 25 past 11. They went they've went early, live pretty early then. Yep. Yep. It's crazy how this integration facility basically has wheels. So that is a vehicle on the pad. It is gaseous hydrogen. This rocket is a pretty weird one, to be fair. I kind of compare it to the Falcon 9, where it can fly like a stick, or can it fly as a heavy profile, such as a Falcon Heavy? This can be flown as a single stick, just a Delta, where that's not got the two side boosters. Yep, this is a Delta 4. This rocket basically lights itself on fire because they have no burn off system per se. So when those engines ignite, it kind of burns the gaseous hydrogen at the bottom of the vehicle, and that kind of gives it a little charcoal look. Yeah, that is true. Tonight we were planning on streaming it, but we've kind of went back on that slightly. Another Starlink launch. I can't believe it's another Starlink internal meme. Uh, that Starlink mission takes off at about, I believe, yep, 12:25. It's launching another Starlink mission. That is where SpaceX pretty much get their launch cadence. They don't have enough customers to launch all customers on these 50 flights they're planning for this year. So they launch Starlinks. And it's a win-win per se. It gets the launch cadence up, helps them in the refurbishment, and it also gets more Starlinks in orbit. I'm going to go and check over an Odyssey page. We've got 3 people watching. Thank you for watching, guys. This payload is for the National Reconnaissance Office, which is, you could say, it's a spy satellite for the US. That's why we probably won't see views after fading separation of the payload, because that would kind of show some secrets. Yep. After Max Q, we won't even have any onboard views. Actually, it'll just be a little animation, which shows how stuff are meant to be. I will kind of correlate with some data of trajectory, pressures, etc.
Launch of the Delta Heavy rocket. Future ULA missions launching from the West Coast will launch on our new Vulcan rocket, set to make its debut next year. Let's take this time to look back at all the spectacular.
It's crazy how all these boosters are not even transported by road. They're probably too big for that. They just get a little journey, basically on a ferry. All these boosters all around the world. Yes. That is quite a good joke, actually. It is a rocket ship because it carries rockets on a ship. Yeah. Officially, it's called the ULA transport ship, but why not call it the rocket ship? Come on, Tori. Yep, get that name officially on the side. I still love. It seems kind of stupid when you think about it that the rocket doesn't roll out. Ah, yep. Chat, I've got a little question for you. I guess this is for a question no one to know. What would be no, this would be an answer the kind of don't want you to know. Well, you don't even know how to answer per se. Why do you think the rocket doesn't roll out, but the vertical integration facility rolls away? What are the advantages of that, in your opinion? You do wonder on those fittings how much after a launch, all those connections to the rocket on those QD arms, how many pipes sometimes actually need to get replaced because of the heat it's faced. I bet there's like massive thorough inspections though. Yes. Oh, Miko, you're going in my field here. Elon Musk has confirmed that they're going to ship Starships by barge from Boca to Florida. But the thing is, Starships can't go horizontal unless they add a very, very. I'll just cave like a can. You would need to add very strong strings and stringers, which so it doesn't cave. So it would either need to be transported vertically or point to point. Not as much stress for the rocket, maybe. Question: how many rollouts can the vertical integration facility have before it needs to be rolled back? Yeah, as I said, hydrogen rockets have not had a good month. I hope this launch is good. We've already just had a launch delay. Scrub, please don't tell me Scrubtober's already getting started. Yes, so SLS, we still actually don't know what's happening. The storm seems ever so slightly to be moving slightly away from Florida. But is that their risk to take? Came on the pad and workers at risk, even if it does make landfall. What if it does roll back? This launch would slip to the late November window. Yes, yes, it's Stinger. Like it'd be like disassembling and moving your garden shed to get the lawnmower out. It seems stupid when you think about it, but there must be reasons behind it. If they thought it's probably it would probably be cheaper to roll the rocket out if you think about it, all those massive wheels on the vertical integration facility. But they must have their reasons. Yeah, Miko, but I suppose with vertical you could you tack weld it down to the barge? Just like kind of yeah, if you some I guess you could make like a temporary weld to keep it to the deck. Right. So I'm going to go and quickly get a little drink. I'll
Today's launch is dedicated to the memory of several NRO teammates. William Preston Kahn devoted his 48-year career in NRO's Office of Space Launch, enhancing our national security launch mission. Godspeed, Bill. Larry Loveland was a kind soul, friend to many, devoted husband, and proud father. For 29 years, Larry provided dedicated support to the NRO and was an expert in translating mission-critical launch requirements. Loved and missed by all who knew him.
Whoa, you're loud.
Larry is forever
You're much louder, wow.
Dan McKaylee's 33-year
Right,
NRO
I'm
career
back.
and multiple directorates,
Still
where he provided
waiting,
dedicated mission support to
I
the warfighter.
suppose.
Men and women
Venting
across
from
our
the
nation were
rocket, or
deployed in harm's
even
way
the rocket's
and
under
returned home
pressure.
safely to their
But
loved ones. Thanks to the
that was bad. That was truly bad. I honestly think I should change. See my LEDs in the background. I should just go a little. When we're in a delay, I should just go. If we're not in a delay, I'll just go green. Then, if we're in if we're delayed, I'll go orange. And if we're scrubbed, I'll go red. That seems a pretty good idea. But for now, I'll go back to my normal purple. After this launch, this pad will basically be abandoned. There's no future plans for development on this site. So this pad will just be, I wouldn't say it'll be left to rot, but there'll be no rocket on the path of the foreseeable future. I believe that the Space Force base is as a military base, so the military will probably keep it maintained, ready to go, just in case someone does want it. Even like a military rocket, does Titan still fly? I don't even know. Does Titan fly? I think so. I'm not sure. Yep, we didn't. We are going to stream Starlink, but Mr. Producer needs to sleep. Oh, wowza. Why'd you go for so quiet to like so loud? I'm going to turn you down slightly before I like get scared another time. Well, currently at the time the rocket would have lifted off. We're getting closer, but still got pushed back. Delays before big booms. What's the name? Mr. Producer, is it okay if I taught my subject into the viewers the subject that I know most about? Even though we're here at ULA, let's talk a little bit about Starship. So, let me just think here. The OLM seems to be getting priority over B8 right now. There's been, I would say, close to 100 workers on a given day just working on the pad at once. We have also saw a deluge system fitted. This is officially named by SpaceX called FireX. There's also a nitrogen purge systems. If you don't know what that does, if there's gaseous methane under the vehicle, they put methane in that space, and it doesn't allow that methane to combust and cause a big kaboom. We have also saw evidence of a test tank testing facility at Macy's. That is the old, do I say it without getting demonetized? Our boom boom shop. Yes, I know. Yes, I'm like. That was a terrible impression of that, but uh, we have seen some propellant tanks here, and we could test tanks here without a road closure, unless they're using methane, I suppose. Yeah, we have also saw Ship 25 get its wings off flaps. We have saw them getting fitted with the lifting jig. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. They finally finished welding on Ship 24's payload bay cover. It seems, guys, that Ship 24 will not be flying any payload after all. I do wonder why they covered it in the first place. Is there some sort of reason for covering it or just leaving it uncovered but not opening it in orbit? They just try to be safe and make it more rigid? Possibly. Oh, well, you're in ULA Splash. Oh, well, it's just a little advertisement. The advantages of hydrogen is much cleaner to burn, and also, oh, what was it? There's something else. There, I believe you can fit more of it in a tank, which means you have more fuel to burn. Delta will be replaced by Vulcan. I'm really excited to see that launch. I'm excited to see any rocket launch per se. Upcoming launches, we have Relativity, that'll be launching in the next, I would say, under 3 months away. We have Firefly, that should launch relatively shortly. I would say around the first October. Yeah, it's around the 1st October. We should see that lift off the pad. I just love Firefly's rocket the way it looks with those hold down clamps. It looks like a finished rocket. We also have Astra waiting for their investigation to wrap up. I believe they're moving now to Rocket 4. Different rockets, same problems. Who knows? Oh yeah. I'm really morphing at the space update here. We have Neutron. Sorry, Ryan, if I'm taking the viewers away from your video, but we have Neutron. They had an investor update. They've just kind of made the Neutron look much more sleek. They've moved instead of the hungry hippo doors, fairing doors on the top of the rocket. They've moved it to 2 fairing doors which split. We also have there's something else. They are planning on flying the first reflown booster soon. Hopefully, Electron. I think that's it from me on Space News. This is Space Update. Ryan's crying right now. Story Spotlight. This is I wouldn't call it weird, but I wouldn't call it not weird per se. Right, ULA company viewers say you could put any payload on a rocket. What would you put on it? Personally, I would. Mr. Producer, I believe that is Elon's idea. I would put for the laugh. I would put a miniature model of the rocket it's launching on, or I'd put a mini rocket 3.3 and actually say Astra got to orbit. Yeah. It should have launched by now, but delays. I would rather it be delayed than it rud per se than it rud though. Are they showing promotional videos of Delta 2? I believe they are. Yeah, that's Delta 2. Oh, the SLB's falling away. Also, chat, I need to check Odyssey here as well. Another question for you. If you could say you saw a rocket concept, if you could make any rocket concept a reality, what would it be? Mine would be Sea Dragon, 100%. Hmm. Is that Dragon SpaceX Dragon capsule to Mars? Oh, they're planning on propulsive landing capsules on Earth as well, but NASA didn't like that. Ugh. I was checking here. Let me just. Oh. Personally, I'm gonna ask Mr. Burgess so this one maybe convey his answer. If you could see any one launch in person, what would it be? Mine has to be just a launch. Yeah, obviously. But do you want to see a return to launch like catch? Absolutely. Probably like a Pringles can. Right, I'm going to say Mr. Burgess' answer here. He would like to see the Starship Mars mission. He's not confident in SpaceX catching boosters. He thinks they'll pop like a Pringles can, but me personally, I would watch. I would watch. Has to be the SpaceX Orbital Flight 1. Just like the excitement in that community. I feel like if you kept on going launch after launch, excitement would casually die down slightly. I would love to see the excitement in that first launch. You want the SSTO to work, Miko? Keep dreaming. Who's Alexio? I don't understand what you're saying there. I have zero idea. Why did I feel ULA were a bit announcing on a delay there? We're fine. We're currently about 15 minutes away from launch. I believe they're showing their processes here on CNC machines. And this is how they basically build Delta rockets. The thing is, well, though, after these rockets retire, production lines will shut down. Some jobs might be lost. It's not just the rocket that's lost, it's a whole production line. And sometimes someone's livelihood. Well, that got real. More realistic. Starship. Absolutely. Are they why do I feel this is Vulcan hardware? They must have produced looking helmet in this one. Is this Vulcan hardware? See this rocket that's showing on the screen? Is this Vulcan hardware? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yep, they're showing production of Vulcan. Yep. All these machines will be custom made for this task. It's a BE4 engine I just saw. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, what is that? It's like a water deluge in the ship. Oh, it's not. It's not showing it on the pad. Okay. I thought. Oh, okay. I just got genuinely confused there. I was like, why have they got water deluge on the ship? Blunt. This is a yeah. That is a Vulcan pressure test. Test article. This is kind of what they do at SpaceX, just testing the rigidity of the tanks. Did you know, audience, that they actually hire artists to paint that fairing, paint the logo design on the fairing? They have like a big rotisserie. That's basically like what they use to flip a car for work, etc. Yes, Miko, I believe it does look like Vulcan. Mr. Producer, by the way, how's my camera feed? Good to know. Like, for example, ULA do it both ways. They roll the vehicle out here, it's basically on rails, while on other, but that's actually rolled to basically a service structure, fixed service structure. Then you have the integration facility just rolls away. I guess that actually allows you to do work on the service structure more instead of all the cherry pickles and all that. activity at Starbase does seem to be picking up. They seem to be getting ready to test the vehicles as backups to the orbital flight, or even the SpaceX like to do. They like to keep a vehicle on standby so they can basically fly right after the anomaly, and that's what SpaceX do. They just innovate and innovate until there's a failure, fix it, and innovate further. Can be a dangerous way to operate, but it drives innovation. These rocket boosters will. I'm trying to wonder if they'll re-enter, but not in. Oh, they just burn up fully. Ooh, because these will not be recovered. Suppose even if they do make it through re-entry on impact with the ocean, they go non-existent. We are getting there. We're under 10 minutes from launch. This camera view is roof. Roof, roof, roof. Wonder if Tories sat any secret cameras anywhere. Yeah. I would think you'd have to pass it through safety in a aspect. When have we go? I wish we had trench cam. Is even a flame trench here? No, there won't be because it lights itself on fire. Brain mistake. We are at T minus 10. The technical issue last time was caused by helium bubble and valve cycling. You do not want bubbles. A bubble at high velocity can actually cause more damage than basically like a crack. Even a bubble at high velocity can cause major damage to an engine and maybe even cause an engine out. They cycled the valve 10 times and all is good. Let's go. And it passed on the second attempt. So obviously encountered some issues in our tests, those stupid valves. And we're all good now. Flight path. That is it's the trajectory. Something doesn't feel right. There's already been way too many problems. Sorry. You have to remember every countdown has its problems. Some we just don't hear. But even Falcon 9 will have its problems, but SpaceX know immediate solutions and just don't say anything. It's part of the gig, I would say. It's a very complex vehicle. And even like if a car can have problems starting up in the morning, so can a rocket. Although a car doesn't cost you $50 million though. What is that? Sorry, I'm lucky enough to live in Lompoc. That's nice. Yeah, just give on the final go no go poll. Safety officer, the quality. I see. Go. Go. So cool they go through this. That was such a cool no go poll. I was like all the different voices. Yeah, clear to launch. Do you think they have separate people for all these systems? Or do you think it's like sometimes one person, two systems? That was cool. I'll go to launch. I feel like a Star Trek like dialogue. Yeah. Oh, they do have burn off. They have little what? It's basically shot hard wolfies. That is basically burns off excess hydrogen at the base of the vehicle. Oh. Lee season up. We're currently looking all good. Ooh. I'm looking at the countdown. We're good. We're good. Oh, we're good. Oh, that was scary. I wonder, see if a QD failed to separate, would it be catastrophic? I don't mean like fail to separate if it failed to swing away. Yeah, but do they not kind of disconnect after it's lifted slightly? Procedures get Terry with the hammer. Yep, we are counting down. Yeah, surely they have some sort of like backup system where it pulls on two motors, and if one motor fails, the backup can still pull it away. Yep. I'm still not getting the time. I'm still like cut off on the side for some reason. I need to fix. So, yep. Any idea what that would be? It's like I'm not getting the T. I'm only getting the. Yeah. Why is my TV doing that? No, it's my TV. It's coming for a fast stick.
140.
FCS launch enabled.
137.
My subconscious is telling me something's definitely not right. Calm down. Let's just hope.
FTS armed.
T-minus 90 seconds.
Yep.
The launch vehicle, payload, ground systems, and Western Range
Yep.
are go for launch.
120.
OCU's armed. FCS count started.
One minute.
Engine start
T-minus
box, go.
1 minute.
Rock, report. Range status.
Rock range green.
Roger.
50.
Second stage LH2 secure at flight level.
30.
Status check.
Go Delta.
Go NROL-91.
$14.5.
Trophy ignition.
10.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We have ignition. 2, 1,
Liftoff.
and liftoff of the last West Coast United Launch
Engine
Alliance
cooling water
Delta
on.
4 Heavy rocket carrying NROL-91 for the National Reconnaissance Office.
Vehicle has now begun the pitchover maneuver. All three RS-68 engines look good at this time. Core booster is now throttling down to the partial thrust level. And that core booster
We're
has now
hearing the
reached
voice
the
of
desired
Rob
partial
Kesselman
thrust
providing launch vehicle ascent data.
level. Parameters continue to look good. Vehicle is now 3 miles in altitude, 5 miles downrange distance, traveling at a velocity of 1,000 miles per hour.
And a decent liftoff. Although us sound engineers
parameters
do
continue to
not
look good at
like
this
when
time.
they talk over the crackle.
Vehicle is now passing through max Q, maximum
Cause a little
dynamic
bit of
pressure.
rage inside.
Mach 1, Delta 4 is now supersonic.
We're still looking good. That was a good tracking shot, actually.
Port, starboard, and center RS-68 engine parameters are within the expected operating parameters right now.
In the next few streams, we could actually go to our new studio. Depends. Remember, our new studio setup, yeah. Yeah.
The second stage reaction control system pressurization valve has opened.
Technically, these
4
vehicles
now
would have their own
130
trajectory
seconds into
computers
flight,
and all that. So
flying at an
if one
altitude of
suddenly separates for
19
no
miles,
reason, it can still remain on
downrange
course
distance
per
of
se.
14 miles.
Per se, without unless obviously FTS would be activated though.
Delta 4 has gone closed loop guidance. Vehicle body rates are as expected.
Or if somehow FTS didn't trigger, they would demand an in-flight shutdown.
3 minutes remaining in the booster phase of flight.
We've not
Delta
turned
4
to
rocket
animation yet.
weighs
I'm
now
pleasantly
just one half
surprised.
of what it did at launch, burning propellant at a rate of almost 5,000 pounds per second.
Still doesn't
1 minute
come with an
until
apology
port
from the
and starboard
crackle.
booster engine cutoff. And all 3 RS-68
Holding my
engines are showing
breath,
good
sorry.
performance at this time.
Hopefully it's all. Would you say ascent of the first stages is the most dangerous part of the flight? Or would you say second stage light and separation?
Vehicle body rates are near zero. 30 seconds
Right.
remaining now until the port and starboard booster engines cut off.
Yeah, true. But your chances, if the second stage underperforms, you're
And
not
2
getting
minutes
the
remain
orbit.
in booster phase of flight. 2 minutes remaining until BECO. Strap-on boosters are now throttling down to the partial thrust level. Engine response looks good.
Yeah, booster cut off and jettison. Wowza.
We've had
Goodbye,
strap-on booster
my
cutoff
lover. Goodbye,
and
my friend.
strap-on separation.
That's where you get a copyright
Center
strike.
core RS-68A is now throttling back up to the high power level.
If we get a copyright strike, sorry, I'm cutting this guy and going on
The upper stage launch
BGT.
system has begun the boost phase chill-down sequence to begin thermal conditioning of the RL-10 engine. 1 minute remaining in the booster phase of flight.
No animation yet. ULA, what are you doing?
Now the upper stage fuel system has begun the boost phase fuel
It
down
wasn't meant to
sequence.
go like this. I'm just trying to remember when the last time the Delta lifted off as a single, well, orange Delta lifted off as a single stick. I can remember.
Core engine chamber pressure continues to look good at this time.
Yeah. You can see, right. I'm quoting this from Elon Musk. Getting to space is easy. Getting to orbit is hard.
Core
It's
booster is
100
now
times
throttling
harder to
down
get
in
to orbit
preparation
than
for
it is to get
BECO.
to space. Oh no, I've lost feeds. Finally.
We have BECO booster engine cutoff.
Well done, Yuli. You tried.
And we have
Oh no, not control room. Oh, that is a slow separation. Wowza. No, it's a nozzle expanding. I was like, is that the booster drifting away? I was like, why is it not drifting effortless? Yep, that is that expanding nozzle. Yes. Don't worry if you don't see the plume on this. Hydrogen burns. You basically can't see when hydrogen burns. It's quite basically a blue flame. It's really hard to see. And since failings have been jettisoned, who obviously won't see the payload because it's military related, I believe it come at full screen. Come at full, and then we'll go for there. Right. That laggy. That that is it for today's not civilian SpaceX updates for today's Delta launch. this has been the last one from Vandenberg. It's been a pleasure hosting you today. Ad Astra.